Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making some easy, decadent, and delicious chocolate muffins. So let's get started. First off, set your oven to 425. We want a really high heat at first so these muffins have a nice tall dome. Now, in a large bowl, we're gonna combine the dry ingredients, starting with 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, that's 210 grams. You want just enough flour to provide structure for these muffins, so either use a scale or fluff your flour up in the canister, sprinkle it into your measuring cup, and level it off. If you scoop, you add too much flour. Perfect. 2/3 of a cup of cocoa powder will be 66 grams, and I'm using natural unsweetened cocoa powder. It's slightly acidic and it'll react with the baking soda we're using in a minute, which will give us a fluffier muffin. To sweeten and soften our chocolate muffins, 1 cup or 200 grams of granulated sugar. And you'll notice I'm using a sifter here. The cocoa powder is notorious for clumping up, so we want to have it nice and sifted out. Clumps are not our friend here. To puff things up, we're using 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. By the way, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes every week. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And finally, for some contrast, I want 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. The salt will really help you taste the chocolate. Otherwise, your muffins will taste very flat and one note. If you wanted to add any of your favorite spices here, you could. A little bit of cinnamon would be nice for a Mexican hot chocolate vibe. You could also add in some cayenne pepper. You could add cardamom. You can make these your own. Sift it out. They're delicious without those spices though. Cocoa cloud. Grab a whisk and give this a nice mix. This recipe comes together so quickly and you don't need a mixer for it. Set that aside and grab a medium bowl and we're gonna get the wet ingredients together. 2 large room temperature eggs will give us some structure. Okay, these muffins are gonna be so melt in your mouth amazing, and part of that magic comes from sour cream. We're using 3/4 of a cup of room temperature sour cream here. That's 180 grams. The sour cream is slightly acidic, so it will also react with the baking soda, but because it's acidic, it will also inhibit the gluten from forming good bonds, which means that instead of having a bready, chewy muffin, it'll be even more melt in your mouth and delicate. 1/2 cup of room temperature whole milk, 120 mils. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. You can use any neutral oil that you like though, even olive oil will work here. The oil will give you a pillowy soft muffin, even if it's stone cold out of the fridge. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Grab that whisk back. We're gonna mix it up until it's well combined. Whisk, whisk, whisk. This recipe is almost done, and you saw how incredibly easy it is. By the way, these muffins are such a great grab and go treat. They're just sweet enough. They're not gonna make you feel like heavy or lethargic if you have one, and they really hit the spot. Now it's time to pour the wet into the dry. These muffins are destined for Lachlan and George's snack packs, but if you want, you could add a teaspoon of espresso powder in with the dry ingredients or the wet ingredients, and that'll amp up the chocolate flavor slightly. Grab a spatula and we're gonna mix this up until it's almost combined. I still wanna see some streaks of flour here and there. This is mostly mixed, but I still see some pockets of wet and dry hanging around. What's missing? The chocolate. Don't think this is enough. We wanna have either chocolate chips or chopped chocolate added in here. Into the muffin batter, I'm adding 1 2/3 cups or 300 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Okay. Basically, I'm reserving a healthy handful to sprinkle on top at the end. Now we can fold these in and finish mixing. Aside from adding too much flour here, Your main enemy that you have to avoid is over-mixing your batter. You want your muffins to be as tender and delicate as possible, which means you're gonna mix until things just come together, and then you will stop. This is all set. We're gonna grab our muffin tin and some muffin papers. You have a choice here. You can use regular muffin papers or bakery style ones. These guys will always have a taller muffin. So more height, but the regular papers give you more of that traditional dome with that slightly crusty edge that a lot of us like. It's a play of textures. Evenly distribute your batter. These papers will be basically full. Trying so hard to be neat for you, it's not easy. I have a little bit extra batter. I'm gonna distribute that evenly in my wells. This is what my kids look like. This is horrible. Now I see where they get it from. Now sprinkle the remaining third of a cup of chocolate chips over your muffins. That's about 60 grams. These muffins will be gone in a flash, but they'll last 3 to 5 days in an airtight container at room temperature, or 3 months in the freezer. Our chocolate muffins are ready to go into the oven. Bake at 425 for 6 minutes, then reduce to 350 and bake an additional 14 to 16 minutes. You want the centers to be set, so a skewer inserted in the middle will come out mostly clean. My muffins baked up beautifully, and just to show you the difference, in the bakery style papers, very tall muffin. Here, also tall, but just a different shape. You have more of that spilling over the edge. If you like the softer, taller muffin, it's the bakery style for you. And just like that, they're ready to enjoy. They're fluffy, soft, fudgy, pure chocolate with a nice kind of crusty top. I hope you get a chance to make this delicious recipe. And if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and check out my chocolate playlist.